In this next segment of the video, I'm going to be using my body weight for calisthenic exercises, and my upper body exercise I chose to do were tricep bench dips. Performing these, I am placing my hands just outside or next to my hips on the bench, and I am scooting my butt off the bench, but it's not too far out, and all I'm doing is just bending my arms and pushing up through my hands, not really using my legs. But this first variation, as you can see, both of my legs are extended out in front of me, and I'm just going to a comfortable depth and pushing back up through my hands. And for these, I will be doing 2 sets of 10 reps, and here is the second set, same hand placement and same extended double legs. And after that second set of the first variation, I'm moving on to my second variation, starting the same way with the hand placement just outside my hips and pointing my elbows behind me when I go down. This time, however, I am doing a single leg tricep dip, and this is different in that it also makes the movement more challenging by adding balance as a factor, as well as a little bit more core activation. And again, with these, I'm doing 2 sets of 10. The first set with one leg out in front, the other one not really involved ever, just hanging there. And then the second set, I switch feet and do the same. And this type of tricep dip exercise can be done easily at home if there is a stable surface that is of the same height or appropriate height for the athlete, whether they be a chair, a stool, or anything like that. And for my third variation, again, setting up the same way with the upper body, hands just outside the hips, elbows going to be pointing behind me, only activating the triceps. For this one, however, my knees are going to be bent, and this can be seen as a little bit of a regression or an easier way to do tricep dips than the bilateral extended legs that are in front. This makes the exercise just a little bit easier. And even though the knees are bent, I am still ensuring that this is a upper body exercise by not using my hips to create any sort of momentum to propel myself forward. All the muscle work is coming from the triceps. And again, like the others, this is going to be my second set of 10, and after that we will move on to lower body. For my lower body exercise using my body weight, I chose to do bridges. This exercise can help to strengthen the glutes, hamstrings, and also plays a role in enhancing stability in the core. As you can see in this first variation, I am doing the common 2-legged double leg bridge. Both of my feet are flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, and my hands out to the side like in the hamstring curl exercise, just to help a little bit with stability. With these, I will do 2 sets of 10, and in this basic or typical bridge exercise, it also stretches the stabilizers of the posterior chain, and those include the glute max, the hamstrings, and the hip abductors. The second variation I incorporated in the session for bridges were performing them with a staggered stance or staggered bridges. And that means, as you can see, one foot is closer to my body than the other. And for this first set of 10, my left foot is closer to my body. And with this staggered stance, that means that the foot that is closer to the body, that glute of the same leg is doing more work and more tension is being placed on that glute of the leg that is closest to the body. And again, for these, I will do 2 sets of 10. The first set, I will have one foot out in front, and then the second set, I will switch to the other foot. So I'll do 10 with one foot that is closer and 10 with the other foot that is closer. In this third variation of the bridge exercise, I did single leg elevated bridges, and first I had my right foot elevated up on the bench, and this is a more challenging version of the bridge. To push myself up or raise my hips off the floor, I'm going to be driving through that leg that is elevated on the bench while pushing my back and shoulders into the floor. And like with the previous variation, I will be switching feet per set. So this first set of 10, my right foot is elevated, and the second set of 10, right now my left foot is elevated. I'm going to be doing the same single leg elevated bridge. And this particular variation of the bridge can also be replicated at home with a chair or a couch or anything of the appropriate height.